welcome to ASU-TV Tonight. I'm Easton John. Alongside me, Ty Phillips. Mr. Sullivan, what's going on with the broadcast here? What was that? That was really strange.
I don't know.
Okay, Mr. Sullivan, can we get that figured out, please? Thank you. All right. Well, thank you. Well, that was a little strange, Ty.
We back on?
We're back on.
Okay.
Second episode. That was really weird, but
First time?
Yeah, first time.
First time?
Welcome back to ASU-TV Tonight. I'm Easton John. Alongside me, Ty Phillips. Let's get going, Ty. So recently, Mr. Sullivan, our producer, actually told us that we have some awards to shout out. Our staff has some awards from the IBS Awards. Can we take a quick look at those awards that we won, Mr. Sullivan? So, Best Newscast, State of NEA, which Mr. Tristan Harlan is a part of and is a producer. Businesses, axe throwing, photography, and roofing. That was their episode. That was the whole episode. That was what it was about. I actually love that axe throwing and the roofing package. Those were pretty good too. And so, Best Variety Program, Name of the Game, Colby Thompson, who we had on the show last episode. Now he's producing Wall, but Name of the Game. We combined random games. I remember that episode.
That was the one. Which episode was that? Was that with? Was that with James?
I think it was the one it was either the one with James or the one with me and Cooper in it.
Yeah,
it's just one of those. But
I enjoy it. If you have time, go watch them.
Yeah, they're really, really awesome. Best Talk Program, You, Me, and the Community. That is produced by Mr. Sullivan as well.
The man.
You, Me, and Community has been a hot show for the IBS Awards. It's been racking up awards like crazy.
For real?
Yes, it has. And so, Best Sports Play-by-Play Broadcast, West Side versus Harrisburg. Now, if we remember that game was insane.
Yes.
Because there was just back and forth all the time.
The last 10 seconds was nuts.
Yeah.
Because that was a big turnaround for the game.
And the start of the game. And then people were getting kicked out. Remember that?
The photographer got kicked out.
Yeah, you guys have got to watch that. I play it on ASU TV every Friday because it's Friday Night Football.
Yeah.
And you guys have to watch that. Harrisburg versus West Side. I'm not
It was
kidding.
right before half.
It was
right like 5 minutes before. It was right before half.
A photographer got kicked out of the game. And I thought she was going to go ballistic out on the field.
She was
And
screaming.
the ref, bro, threw it 50 yards across the field. Threw a flag.
It wasn't even his sideline.
No.
It was the other guy.
He was on the, he's on this sideline. The photographer's yelling on this side. Quite literally, the ref threw it across the field.
What a cannon.
He's got a cannon. So those were actually, that was actually technical directed by Cooper Melder, produced by Tristan Harlan, and graphics, Mr. Sullivan, and then me and you were on the call that game. So, you know, and the thing that I've learned about these awards is that it is a team effort. And that's what we strive for at ASU TV. It's working as a team can get you further because, to be honest, Ty, man, those awards are not, they're hard to win, especially if you want to be the best. So.
And it's a lot of work going into it. So, like, whenever you see these awards, like, people are like, oh, this guy made this video. It's okay. Like, you got to think. People are putting time and effort. This isn't just like, oh, we got lucky.
Yeah.
This is, like, hard work and dedication for that.
Yeah, and so, like, winning I think my favorite one is obviously the Harrisburg one, the Harrisburg game. It's so fun.
It was fun.
And that's a commitment because we spent 6 hours there, you know, setting up cameras. And shout out to the engineers as well because they're ones that set up all the cameras, plugged in all the doohickeys that I do not know how to do. So they're get credit as well.
You know, shout out to Mr. Sullivan's sports casting class for showing up, running camera, doing shaders, all that stuff. Like, we couldn't, that production couldn't happen without them.
No. But yeah, I mean, plenty of awards there, Ty. So, I mean, we got plenty more to win. I mean, I can't wait till the next.
Job finished? I don't think so.
I don't
Colby
think so.
said it best.
Colby said, he said that.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. Oh, I said Colby.
I mess up on words, but I meant to say Kobe. Kobe Bryant said it best. Right, job finished.
Best. All right, well, Ty, I think we're going to try something new today.
Okay.
We're going to write some thank you notes.
Thank you notes.
Because it's Friday.
Okay.
Right? We're grateful, you know. So let's get right into it. Please cue the music, Mr. Sullivan. Thank you. All right, Ty, what do you got?
Is it me first?
Yeah.
Thank you, parking services, for giving me an unhealthy fear of people in neon vests.
That's perfect. I love it. I heard this.
Yeah, I heard the cackle a mile away.
Thank you, Flex Money, for always teaching me good spending habits. Okay.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Thank you, A-State Cafeteria, for making me miss my mother's cooking.
Miss Mother's cooking?
Dude, well, some of it, like, tastes like my mom's stuff. Like, not every dish, but, like, there's some stuff, and it makes me miss my mom. So,
you love your mom.
I will say half of my I miss you texts to my mom are from the A-State Caf.
Oh,
Shout out A-State.
Thank you, Arkansas winters, for either being warm one day or extremely cold the next day. I don't know what to wear. I don't know what to wear, Ty. It's just like, I don't know, because it's warm and then it's cold. I don't know.
It's bipolar, to say the least.
Yeah.
Thank you, Waffle House by Home Depot, for always being there for me in my highs and lows.
What kind of bowl you getting?
I'm getting the hash brown bowl.
How's that mug treating you?
I got a mug. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
I got a waffle. It's $5. You can get a Waffle House mug.
Worth it. Thank you, Arkansas State football, for losing 73-0 in week 1, but ended up making a bowl game somehow. I don't know how they make it somehow.
We don't know.
73-0, man. What a season. All right.
What a season. Thank you, Red Wolf Center, for teaching me I am not good enough to go pro in basketball.
That was a good one. I like that one. Thank you, Arkansas State Cafeteria, Campus Chick-fil-A, for always making me fight over a 12 count of Chick-fil-A nuggets.
It goes crazy, and especially if you're waiting for those fries,
dude,
and someone takes them.
Dude, you're like, what is going on? Well, how did you get in front of me? And it's just like, it's a whole mess.
I've fought someone for a thing of fries. I'm not even joking.
But
it was someone I knew.
But you also got to thank him, right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fries are that good.
Chick-fil-A.
Thank you, UPD, for unlocking my car that one time. I left my keys in my car and I locked it and they unlocked it. But they have like a certain limit of where they won't go.
Uh-huh.
And where I was over by the RWC trying to go pro. Did not work. And they let me in, but then my friend's car is like got locked over at BA Burrito.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mark off. They didn't come get him.
They didn't?
They didn't. He had to go get it from his mom.
Oh, God. That's just a whole debacle.
It's such an L.
Alrighty. Thank you, IBS Awards, for picking the right university to win those awards. We have a great show for you today. We'll be back with funny news. Come on back now.
Say experience counts, it's experience that counts for a lifetime.
Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, quitting was never an option. Exhausted, this passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it, nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option. And you cannot stop it, nah, you cannot stop it.
Are you looking for an education that will take you places? At Arkansas State University, we're preparing students for success in today's ever-changing job market. With expert faculty and cutting-edge technology, we're creating an environment where students can thrive and reach their full potential. And with a diverse student body and a supportive community, you'll find plenty of options to get involved and make lifelong connections. Discover all that Arkansas State University has to offer. Apply today and start your journey to a brighter future.
Welcome back to ASU-TV Tonight. And Ty, we're going to hit on some funny news stories that I found on the World Wide Web. I think these are pretty good.
What's better than that,
These
man?
are pretty good. So can we hit the first one? A gigantic inflatable Santa Claus is drawing visitors to a Texas neighborhood, but its origins are a mystery. Residents of Holly Tree area in Tyler, Texas said that the not-so-little Saint Nick appeared on a vacant lot about a week ago, and it quickly became popular with residents, per UPI newsletter. How does this inflatable Santa end up in a neighborhood and people are confused about it? I'm sorry, Ms. Sullivan, can we pull that up again? Because look at this thing. It's huge. It's taller than a house. How does no one see, that's not a one-person job, right, Ty?
Well, two-job. Two-guy job.
It's a two-job guy.
Two-job. Maybe three.
Maybe three?
But, if you got two, just, really, big guys. Mm-hmm. Two.
But how does that happen?
From my experience with that, you would really just need an hour to get it. Because they tarped it at the bottom.
Like when you're blowing air into it, it's loud, right? And
listen, bro, with those you can turn it on and leave. Mm-hmm. So if you did that right, I'm not saying, but if you want to pull a funny prank, start putting inflatables in people's yards, because all you gotta do is have a power source, which they probably just ran it from that house.
Yeah.
Or they had solar panels right there where or that could be a light, and then you just plug it in and you just boot it, you run. Because if you do it at night when everyone's asleep, because this is a residential area, they're probably not going to be up at 1.
Right. I mean, that's so random. If I saw that in my neighborhood, I might just laugh. Because when I saw this news story, the news was reporting on it, and the residents were so confused. They were just like, how we don't know how this got here, but it's so big, so how did it even end up here? But yeah, so next news story from Channel 6 Action News out of Philly. The Philadelphia Eagles head of security, Dom DeScenario, is that it, Ty?
Yeah.
DeSandro was thrown out of the game against the 49ers on Sunday after a scuffle on the sidelines involving an opposing player. It happened in the third quarter when Devontae Smith was slammed to the ground and went into the sidelines. That's when DeSandro, known as Big Dom, stepped in between Smith and the 49ers' Dre Greenlaw to separate them. He pushed the two apart, and Greenlaw appeared to throw a punch that brushed Big Dom's face. That move got them both tossed from the game. I mean, we know from NFL. That picture is so
Dom,
good.
That's his name.
Big Dom, bro. He's in your face, and he's like, back up, and then.
Well, he's doing his job.
Yeah,
I hope he doesn't. Philadelphia Eagles, by the chance, if you're listening to this, if you throw him out, I will be so mad at you. And I don't even like you guys because I'm a Cowboys fan. Mm-hmm. How about that?
Well, okay, so you know what happened was he got kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
And I think he's suspended in the NFC title game. Yeah. It's pretty bad. I mean, because the NFL made it clear and they wrote a newsletter out and they were saying, hey, if you're on the side, if you're not a player, if you're just there to be on the sideline, you're not supposed to interrupt within play. When there's a player, out there and about, you got to stay on the sideline and you can't make contact. That's for the referees to handle. And so what do you think about this situation?
Someone would say he's doing his job. He got hired on for security.
Yeah, can we see that?
Big Dom's handling the situation. Pretty huge.
Can we see that? picture again. I mean, look at that guy, man. Dude, that is a security guard and a half, bro. That guy is huge.
Bro, he just looks like he has that, like, Philadelphia, like, accent. You know what I'm saying?
He's been in Philly. He's been around
he
the block.
knows Philly.
He loves
from the back of his hand. He knows Philly.
I wish we had Cooper here because he's a diehard Eagles fan.
He would. Let me do my Cooper impression.
You got your Cooper impression, bro? Let me see it.
I mean, he shouldn't have gotten on the field, but he did his job technically.
I mean, he was doing his job, and you know what? Devontae Smith, you gotta back up your boy. You know, you can't just let Greenlaw, get up in his face, and have you seen the video? I don't want to play the video because it's kind of I don't know.
Is there choice language in it?
Yeah, there's choice language in it. In the background, there's lots of, choice language. And
not good, but it's a football game, so what do you expect?
Exactly, what do you expect? But, Big Dom is just trying to do his job, and he gets kicked out of the game, and he just looks like he was sad, in his press conference.
Dude, that's like, he got a press conference?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he got his, he got interviewed. He got interviewed after the game and was like, hey, what happened? He's like, I don't know, dude, I was just trying to do my job.
Not Big Dom.
Big Dom, bro.
Dude, how did they refer to him? Mr. Dom or Mr. Big Dom?
Mr. Big Dom.
Mr. Big.
Dude, I don't know, but those were, I love these news stories. But you know what, Ty? Something else funny happened to you. Since we're talking about random funny news, I kind of want to bring this up. What happened with a certain cat in
my apartment,
in your residential area.
My residential area. So I live with a roommate, and my roommate has a cat.
Shout out Dalton Adams.
Yeah, shout out Ymir. Not a fan of Ymir right now. Not a big fan.
Who's Ymir?
No, that's a cat. Not a Ymir guy. Because she's loud. So, like, Dalton, I will say, is quiet as a field mouse when he leaves for work at, 2 a.m.
Yeah, leaves at 2
Bro goes through the trenches, for real. But who's not quiet is that stupid cat. Bro will be at my door going, meow, just random. And I'm like, no. But I recorded a podcast, and how I checked out a kit, and I had an SD card. I filmed the podcast at my apartment. Once I got done, I took it out, went back to my room for 5 minutes, left my SD card on the table. Mind you, this was a micro SD card, but I was smart enough to put it in the actual SD card reader, it's an actual size. It's still not that big though. Go in, come back, SD card's gone.
Micro's gone.
And I'm like, where's the micro at? And I am looking for this SD card left and right, and I just hear meow, and she's taking the trash completely out. So she's in the trash can right now.
Oh no.
And I'm like, okay, so Ymir's, she's got the zoomies, and so she probably, because she's jumping on every, she was zooming it, so she probably knocked it. So I'm looking for it, and I just don't see it. And she's playing with something, so I grab her. I'm like, where is it? And I'm just like, I'm trying to find out. I was like, where's that SD card, Ymir? I know you know where it is, Ymir. And of course, I'm shaking the cat, and she's like,
I don't know. Buddy, what do you want? You got to get Big Dom.
Hey, Big Dom. You got to talk to Dom about this one, man. But so I can't find it. I have to send a paragraph to my teacher. Because
who's his teacher?
It's Galen Perkins.
Mr. Perkins.
My assignment's due Sunday. I'm leaving that morning to go to go home for the weekend. Mm-hmm. And it was one of those I'm not coming, I have to go home type deal. So I couldn't re-record it. So I'm sitting there. Not a chance, I'm done. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, I'm so up a hole right now. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what do I do? And so I sent him a paragraph, and I actually will read it to you.
You will? Do you have it?
I have it.
He has the paragraph. Oh my gosh.
Because I couldn't, I was like, okay, how am I going to word this?
Is this written in professional format?
No, not in
the slightest.
Not in the slightest.
This situation is of itself.
This was sent at 9 a.m. So, because I looked all day for it. All right. Hey, Mr. Perkins, I have fully finished recording my show, and I sat my SD card down, and I think my roommate's cat here, Mr. Sullivan.
Look at the lower.
And I think my roommate's cat messed with it because now I have fully lost my SD card. That's in all caps. I cannot find it at all. I had to turn it in my equipment I borrowed from the school, and I have to go to my hometown till Monday. Is there any way I can get an extension on this assignment so I can turn it in on Monday? If not, I totally understand. Do you imagine being Galen Perkins' shoes and are you crying?
I need to know, man. I need to talk to him about that.
Dude.
What was his response to that email? Oh my god.
You really want to know?
Yeah.
This isn't really formal, and I don't want to like get him in trouble. But you have to think if you're getting onto him, think how would you respond?
How would you respond to this email? If you're a professor, how would you respond to a cat losing your SD card?
He said, "Yeah, man, I got you." And I had to go in the next week, and I saw him here, and I was like, I'm not afraid. I gotta tell him. I was like, "Hey, Ms. Perkins, appreciate the extension." He said. He seemed confused, but he's like, "Yeah, man, I got you. No problem."
Just figure out your cat, bro.
Dude, the cat. And this cat has given me like a plethora of problems. Do we have time for one more quick one?
Yeah, sure. We can do a quick one.
Dude, okay. So there's one time I'm chilling, right? Mm-hmm. I'm having a good day, everything. And then like that nighttime hits. I'm swamped with homework. I'm like, oh, I'm finally done with the day. I'm about to go to bed. And I have a rule where I have to shut my door because Ymir gets in. I'm allergic to cats. I can't really deal with it. I need like my own space separate from the cat. So I guess I didn't shut my door all the way. I come back. Ymir's sleeping on the couch. I'm like, oh, she looks cute. No big deal. I walk in my room, perfect. There is a spot though. On my bed, and it's like huge. It's like a darker spot because I have gray sheets, so it's a darker spot. And I'm like, what is that? And so I do what I feel like any guy would do in that said situation.
What's said situation?
I smelled it. I was like, what is that?
I smelled it.
I was like, is that
put my
water?
nose face deep in that thing.
Worst mistake I ever made.
Sniffing control. Ty Phillips with the cute.
Dude, I took a sniff of it. Dude, it was cat pee, and it was potent. It burnt my nostrils. Like, I cannot exaggerate. I'm on the ground, and I get up, and she's still asleep.
And so, do to this cat?
Listen, there'd be some people at this school not happy with my
PETA would not be
happy.
No,
my next decisions were brutal. I pick her up. And I'm like, Ymir, what'd you do? And I just like, I'm not going to hit her. I'm not going to like discipline her because I don't know how long it's been since she did that. Mm-hmm. So if I was to hit her, she didn't know what she did wrong. Mm-hmm. Or if I was to like swat her, do whatever, like some discipline, she wouldn't know. Mm-hmm. So she kind of got out of trouble without knowing. And I'm like, it's fine. Mm-hmm. It's fine. Mm-hmm. I grab my laundry basket, put my sheets in the washer. Mm-hmm.
And you make Amir do the sheets.
No, I take a sniff of my laundry because they're also wet.
Oh, God.
Hits me again. She hit me with the 2-piece combo that day.
The 2-piece combo.
I had to do laundry. The cat always wins. The 2-piece combo special, man. I had to do laundry for like a week to catch up. Because she went everywhere. Me and him are not speaking terms, but it's okay. I found my SD card, though, a week later. It was underneath the floorboard, like the little white trim piece. No. It was just barely sticking out. When I pulled it out, there was a little gap. Mm-hmm. I guess she was playing with it, swiping it, and she slid it under, and she couldn't get it out, so she gave up and left it.
Oh, my God.
But it was behind my shoe. Like, I put my shoes there one day, and when I moved it, I saw, like, a little reflective piece come out, and I was like, what is that? I pulled
so Amir didn't eat your SD card?
No, but I told Dalton he better be shifting through that litter box. He better be getting through it.
Well, Ty, when we come back, we're going to be ranking our favorite fictional Christmas characters. And also, you have a final speech to the people watching here on ASU-TV, but you'll be, words. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to get right into it.
ASU-TV, covering all your favorite sports. From Red Wolf Roundtable to West Side Football and more, ASU-TV has you covered. Tune in now to ASU-TV for news and coverage on these sports and more.
At Arkansas State, we want you to go. Go where learning soars, takes flight, and rockets ahead. Go for experiences, internships, and scholarships. We want you to go. Become A-State Maine. Are you ready to go? Go.astate.edu for details.
Welcome back to ASU-TV Tonight. I'm Easton John. Alongside me, Ty Phillips. Ty, we're going to run through these top 3 Christmas fictional characters real quick.
All right.
So I'm going to hit you with the first one.
Is this your number 1 spot?
No, this is my number 3. Number 3, Tristan. Number 3. What do we got? The Grinch. The Grinch.
Okay.
You know, he's a simple character. You know, he was
Which Grinch?
Jim Carrey's.
Okay, so the live action.
Yeah, sorry for not clarifying that. Jim Carrey's Grinch. I mean, I love the Grinch. He's, he was a, mean slug sort of guy. But you know what? In the end, he became a big old heart. But he was just a big old teddy bear that you can just, give a good old hug to.
I know a guy like that.
Stole Christmas, but you know what? In the end, he was the good guy. So
he was the man.
He was the man. All right.
Okay.
What do you
Solid
got?
number 3. You don't want to put him too high.
Mm-hmm. What do you got, Ty?
Oh, it's me? I thought you were going.
No.
Okay. Number 3, Buddy the Elf.
Oh, God.
Going Buddy the Elf. Some people say he's in that number 1 spot. I feel like there's other characters that can do better. Mm-hmm. Buddy, what did he do? Buddy just got lost for a day. Mm-hmm. And he found his dad. Great story. Mm-hmm. Bro had a couple funny moments. To me, that's not character development at all. Yep. That's just an easy day. Some of these characters I have on higher up the list had it hard.
Had it hard?
Had it hard.
Oh, that's a little tease.
Little tease.
All right, number 2. My number 2, actually. Buddy the Elf. I actually have Buddy the Elf. You know what?
He's at 2 or 3 spots. He's good, but not great.
I just love his energy. He eats the pasta with the maple syrup, and I'm like, dude, I want to try maple syrup. I want to try pasta with maple syrup. You know what I'm saying? So I like his positive energy, and he's always you rarely see him down except towards the end when his dad disowns him. But you know what?
Or when he had that song, he's like, I love you, I love you,
I love you. And I'm singing in a store, and I'm singing. You gotta love it. I don't have a good singing voice,
but he's not great.
He's got it, but he's not great. But what's your number 2, Ty?
All right, my number 2, unpopular opinion. I'm gonna say it's mine. Give me Frosty the Snowman. Frosty, dude. First off, when you see it as a kid, you're like, this is amazing. Mm-hmm. This guy this dude is a snowman, and everyone loves him. He's kid friendly. You can show him around. It's Frosty, bro. It is the best character known to man.
The only thing is he melts. That's the thing.
Dude, you don't need. Hey, bro, but he comes back. He comes back.
He comes back with the thumpity thump thump thump.
Listen, man, you don't want a good thing. Can't last forever.
Exactly. But my number 1 has to be, this has got to be number 1, right? Tristan, can we pop up number 1 for me? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. There wouldn't be Christmas without the man Rudolph and his red nose. Ty?
Yeah, he's a solid character. He'd be my 4 or 5 spot any day of the week.
Yeah.
But not number 1. Just because bro gets all the credit, what about the other reindeer pulling?
Because he got the red nose, bro. He's leading the way.
Dude, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. He had an advantage. They're grinding.
He was born with the gift.
Dude, that perfect. Thank you. This is like that, God-given talent. Mm-hmm. Bro, those reindeer in the back had to strive. They had to work out. You don't see Rudolph out there grinding like they are in the morning trying to get ready. Nah.
True. But, Ty.
All right. I'm ready. Cue up my number 1. For my number 1 pick, pick John McClane from Die Hard.
Is it a Christmas movie, Ty?
Yes, because there's Christmas all around, so it's technically a Christmas movie, okay? There's Christmas tree, and it was around Christmas time, so it is said Christmas. Now, you're probably like, Ty, why'd you pick him? This dude went from nothing to something. He turned a whole situation that could have turned it to him. He was like, you know what? I ain't gonna let this slide. No doubt. I'm going to the vents. Bro did that whole thing barefoot.
Ty, I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen Die Hard.
All right, bro. When do you leave? When do you leave to go back?
I don't got an opinion about it.
When do you leave to go back home?
I leave actually the 16th because I gotta go work the graduation. So
you leave the 17th then?
Yeah, 17th. Yes.
Good, because 16th that night, me and you were watching Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Listen, Die Hard,
Okay.
and because this guy did everything, basically shirtless. He had
shirtless.
He had a tank top on, and dude did it barefoot. If I stepped on a piece of glass, I would cry. I would cry. I would be like, guys, I'm done. I can't. Take my gun. I give up.
Glass in my foot. Can't do it.
Dude, I'd be wrapping my toes up, man, trying not to get cuts or stub them. No way.
Nail in my shoe. Nail in my shoe. Nail in my shoe.
Oh, there's a rock in here. Just gotta get that rock out.
You gotta get everybody's shooting at you, and you're like, oh, I gotta get my shoe off. I gotta get this rock out.
Guys, time out.
Ceasefire, white flag. Hold on, I got a rock in my shoe.
White flag. Time out, guys.
Time out. All right. Well, also, Ty, you wanted to give a finals speech before we wrap up here.
So is this our wrap up?
Yeah, this is our.
All right. Listen, I'm not much of a speech guy. I'm really not. This is a difficult time for all. All right. Listen, you go to late night breakfast last night? I did. You know why? I'm glad you didn't go. I went there, and I didn't eat. You know why I didn't eat? Because I got to be hungry. You know why Easton didn't go? Because he's got to be hungry. When you come to final seasons, you can't just come in like, oh, I'm going to get a C or I'm going to try to get B. No. A's, hundreds. At least. You got to be hungry to keep moving forward. At this time, they want us to stop. We ain't going to stop. You know why? Because we're different. We're built different. We got work the next day with the final and other activities. We can't stop. They won't stop us. They don't know us. Because you know why? There's something in us right here that no one else has. It's that dog in them. Some will call it a red wolf. I just call it a dog. Not one dog, not two dogs, not even three, but 4 dogs right here. Listen, you got to go into finals as an academic weapon. You got to take that test and nail it. Don't worry about it. And if your instructor says, you finished too early, you need to sit back down and say, no. You finished too late. You get up and you leave. Because we go in prepared. Your test, if it's like a 2-hour test, should get done in 30 minutes, I mean. So drink your coffee, focus coming up, and get the job done. It's finals time, baby. We ain't messing around.
Wow, Ty. I think we should end it on that. I'm going to go take a final right now, actually. So I need that. Thank you, Ty, that was awesome, by the way. I really hope that helped you guys and hyped you up, because it certainly hyped me up. Have that dog in you. Take finals.
Big speech guy.
And just throw it to the ground. And I threw it on the ground. Boom.
Well, I love that. And I threw it on the ground.
Throw it on the ground. Be a warrior through finals, and we will see you guys after the Christmas break. Have a good holidays.